When I was a kid, we didn't have the internet in order to learn foreign languages, but I had passion, I had obsession. I learned things in context. I used my five senses to learn things. I made the language a lifestyle, and I spoke the language with other people as much as possible. And I also had textbooks, dictionaries, and other types of things, such as videos and music and other things. But now, it's way easier to find these resources online. So most people are familiar with this website called Duolingo. You can learn some basics on Duolingo.
Uno strano rumore. È notte e Bruno è a letto. All'improvviso sente un rumore.
I love this website called Link because it has audio, text, and tons of content. I like the mini stories and the guided courses for beginners.
Ah, questa è la storia di Michele, un cuoco. Michele si sveglia alle 6 tutte le mattine.
Here's the audio version of one of the Le Petit Nicolas stories.
À la récré, on se bat. T'es un menteur, j'ai dit à Geoffroy. Répète un peu, m'a répondu Geoffroy.
On soundtour.com, you can listen to music and learn languages, and it will help you by giving you different options for the lyrics. Okay. Le tapis du vent. This Spanish website will teach you lots of different things in Spanish.
First things first. What is the subjunctive? The subjunctive, or el subjuntivo, is one of the three moods in Spanish, the other two being the indicative and the imperative.
This website here teaches you English by using audio with transcriptions.
Today, grab your poles and bait. We are going fishing.
If you want to learn to pronounce words in different languages well, then learn the IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet, because it uses symbols that represent each sound. For example, ah in cat.
Ah.
And this is as in public or up or love. It's like an arrow pointing up. And when you go to a dictionary, you'll understand what the symbols mean. For example, this word is public. It's not public. It's public, because this symbol right here represents the sound public. In Portuguese and French and Italian, they have open and closed vowels. So this is the open vowel. Here it is in French. Grève.
Grève.
The same sound in Portuguese. Processo.
Processo.
And here it is in English. Bed.
Bed.
Word Reference is one of my favorite resources because it has a bilingual dictionary, language examples, it has a conjugator, you can listen to the pronunciation, has everything. Take a look. Here we have the word mosquito in Italian. We can listen to the word,
zanzara,
and it also tells us that it's zanzara. And we know that the stress is on the second to the last syllable because we see this little symbol here, which is an apostrophe. That tells us where the stressed syllable is. Zanzara. Leggere is stressed on the first syllable.
leggere,
And it tells us right here. This word right here is pronounced tough.
Tough.
And right here, do you remember the IPA symbol? Tough. I wish we spelled it that way. Youglish is the most amazing website to verify pronunciation because you can listen to thousands of different examples in context, in many languages. Here's the word literally.
Technology and allowing us to literally radically extend these
office, because I've been with you in it, is literally right there.
Right.
A lot of people who speak Brazilian Portuguese pronounce this word distinguir, but a lot of people say distinguir, distinguir, distinguir.
É importante, é necessário distinguir aquilo. Por favor, aprendam a distinguir o que é.
Vamos aprender a distinguir.
There are lots of different languages.
Produttore o la versione Pro che supporta i file RAW praticamente di tutti i produttori di fotocamere. Naturalmente le versioni
Molti è anche così difficile approdare a questa idea.
Most people are taught that this word is pronounced our,
Hour.
just like this word.
Hour.
But did you know that when we say it in a sentence, we often say are, just like this word?
Are.
Don't believe me? Take a look.
As individual human beings, we think back to our childhoods, some of the
Our childhoods.
And live longer than our ancestors in the
Live longer than our ancestors. There are tons of different channels that I like to watch on YouTube. This one has a lot of stories for children.
Scarpette rosse. C'era una volta, in un paese lontano lontano, una bellissima bambina di nome Karen.
Here's Cinderella in English.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl named Cinderella who lived with her two stepsisters and stepmother.
Français avec Fred is a great channel to watch if you're learning French. He speaks very clearly.
Voilà l'histoire de ce livre de Jack Kent. Les dragons, ça n'existe pas.
Learn Italian with teacher Stefano is a great channel because he speaks very clearly.
Ti sei mai chiesto qual è l'italiano più corretto e quale italiano devi imparare? E soprattutto qual è l'accento più corretto?
Pick videos where someone's talking about a specific topic that you're interested in. For example, how to sing high notes with ease using your mixed voice.
Nesse vídeo a gente vai aprender como alcançar notas agudas de um jeito bonito, usando a sua voz mista ou mixed voice, que é a mesma coisa.
Lingui gives you translations in context. For example, an all-time high. Más altos que nunca. Un nuevo máximo histórico. And there are lots of language combinations. Terang has several languages: Turkish English, German English, Spanish English, French English, and synonyms. For example, the word bill has tons of different meanings in English. There are lots of audio courses out there where you can listen to the language, such as Instant Immersion, Pimsleur, Assimil, or Living Language.
Quelle heure est-il?
17 heures.
Tu te sens mieux?
Ouais, je commence à me sentir mieux. Et toi?
Ça va mieux. J'ai encore un peu mal au cœur, quand même.
This course starts you out with simple phrases, and then later on you start hearing them speak much faster. Here's the audio for the Easy French Reader book that I bought.
Marc est français. Il est gentil et intelligent. Il est un ami de Julie. Julie est américaine. Elle est très intelligente et sympa aussi. Ils sont amis.
Another essential element of learning a foreign language is speaking with native speakers. You can find people to speak with on different websites. You can find teachers and tutors on italki and Verbling. There are also websites where you can find native speakers of the language that you're learning, and you can do an exchange with them because they want to learn your language too. For example, Tandem. On Free4Talk, you can join chat rooms immediately and talk to people in different languages. On conversationexchange.com, you can find tons of people whose focus is to learn foreign languages. For example, if you speak English and you want to learn Spanish, then your partner will speak Spanish, they're learning English, and you can choose an age range and also gender. You can send the person a message and tell them that you're interested in doing a language exchange with them. What kind of books should we read when we're learning a foreign language? Well, the answer is simple. Every kind of book. I love books, and I've accumulated huge amounts of books throughout my lifetime. Let's start with children's books. I remember that when I would go to Mexico and visit my friends and family, I would read the children's books because I thought they were interesting and there were lots of words that I thought I need to know. So I would grab their Cinderella book or their other types of books, and I would make sure that I knew the information. The Magic Tree House is a great series for young people. In French, I read Le Petit Nicolas, which is a series, and I've read all of these books. I love it. They're funny, and they also have tons of phrases and vocabulary that you need to learn. I also read bedtime stories for children in French. Histoire à lire le soir, 1 and 2. We also have children's Bibles, La Bible pour les enfants, and La mia prima Bibbia illustrata. The Tale of the Three Trees is a beautiful story, and I actually translated it into Spanish just for practice. There are also children's encyclopedias and dictionaries in different languages. They have lots of vocabulary, information, and illustrations. Grammar books are great because they explain the patterns of the language that you can use in order to form sentences. These verb books help you to have an overall understanding of conjugation and verb tenses. These books have the most frequently used words in sentences, so you can learn them in context and also practice reading sentences aloud. Textbooks made specifically for language learners are really good because they have sentences, grammar, vocabulary, and cultural notes. They often come with audio also. This is the very first French book I had in high school. Et vous? These easy readers are made specifically for people who are learning a language as a second language. Pobre Ana is a great book if you're learning Spanish because you can practice reading aloud and learning the very basic words. I still like using physical dictionaries. This illustrated dictionary has 5 languages. The Oxford Picture Dictionary is a classic. Some books, like the Doctor's Book of Home Remedies, in different languages, have huge amounts of information. You'll find tons of different types of vocabulary and anecdotes. I also like GED preparation books because they have huge amounts of information and different subjects that you can learn about. I have it in French and in Spanish. If you want to understand jokes and double meanings in Spanish, get this book, Los 5,000 mejores chistes de la historia de la humanidad. The Bible is another resource that contains tons of information and vocabulary. This is a bilingual Bible. I always would buy comics on the streets in Mexico because you can learn tons of vocabulary, expressions, and phrases, and they write the way people talk. I also would read all of the tratados evangelísticos or gospel tracts that I can get my hands on because I would learn new words. And we also have books that native speakers often read, like The Diary of Anne Frank in French, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe in French, George Orwell's 1984 in English, and El Gran Salto, which is about the life of a gymnast from Spain.